Morning guys. So I'm doing my healthy pudding, but if you have it for a night as a little treat, it can make it what you might call a little bit unhealthy. I don't think it's unhealthy. I like to have it. It's overnight oats. The time is about 9 o'clock in the morning. But you can have it, make it the night before and have it for your breakfast. You can put anything in it. But I like to make it of a morning and then have it of a night for a little treat because I add something to it. So we put this in. So it's a protein powder. You can get any protein powder, but this just thickens it up. I mean, the oats thicken it up as well, but it thickens it up and it gives it a nice taste. That's 1 scoop. It's about 100 calories in 1 scoop and about 22 grams of protein. I don't really pay much attention to that. And then I'm at the stage now on my journey where I'm still trying to lose a bit of weight that I put on, but I'm quite happy where I am. So yeah, but I still try and eat healthily, but if I want treats I'll have them. Do you know what I mean? Because I find it wrecks me head more if I try and abstain the way I've done for the past 15 months. Maintenance is really hard. Losing the weight, great, get the endorphin hit. Maintenance is the hardest part. So just put some milk in. That's a bit of that. Now my daughter picked my milk up for me yesterday and she's got me full fat, but she picked that up because my grandson comes and he has milk. Now I don't mind a bit of full fat milk. Milk's milk, and milk is really good for you. I didn't start drinking milk till about 2-3 months ago because I always thought, well, I can put the calories in somewhere else. But if you're a woman of my age, I'm 55, you need to look after your bones, and calcium is really good for your bones. So that's that. And then I put, and this gives it flavour, it's lovely, a spoonful of cocoa. And if you've watched me before, or this is your first time, welcome if it is, but if you're here back, Angela and I, who's one of my little subscribers in our community, we always have a joke about cocoa, because if you drop it, it gets all over the place. And even if you're just cooking with it, as Angela would say, it gets all over the place. So that's that in there, like that. Can you see that? Let me just move it back. Now, I've done this before, but I do plug it because it's always me go back to, do you know what I mean? I have times where I'm stuffing my face like anyone's business, eating crisp biscuit sweets, and I allow myself that time to do it, because if I don't, I just tear myself in knots. Especially, as I say, now I'm in maintenance. It's like, it's not easy to keep it off, and I found that if I stick to a really rigid plan, 1, I'm miserable, and 2, it's nice to have a bit of what you fancy. And I think if I allow myself that, I'm less likely to binge, is what I've found out. Now, I've been on a diet all my life, I'm not going to lie, but I do think that I'm actually getting a bit stable with it, which is a good thing. So I'm going to have 1 spoon of flax seeds in there, and then 1 spoon of chia seeds. Most of my stuff I get from Aldi. Get all of it. I do put dates in as well sometimes. I was having this as a breakfast. I'd add dates, some dates. Now Aldi used to do them, excuse me, but Aldi stopped doing them, so I'm getting them now from little. And I would maybe add some, not walnuts, Brazil nuts, and it's not everything in there. So then I just give that a little mix up. And then to that, I would add a banana, an apple, or just an apple. See, the cocoa gets everywhere. Or just a banana, or whatever fruit you've got in. But I will say that if you put a banana in and you let it steep, it tastes a bit like banoffee pie. So, bear with me 1 second. Just going to pause you while I chop a banana and an apple. Hold on. So, there's 1 whole apple gone into there. And I haven't chopped the banana yet, but I chopped them into quite big chunks, and I'll show you for why. So I made this last night and I ate it last night as well, and I took a video of it last night. So what I'm going to do is insert what I did last night when I was having it as a pudding, to sort of make it feel like a pudding. So I'll be in different clothes. because this is today. So we're going back to the past. But do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I found was, obviously, I've lost a lot of weight. And I'm going to do a story about that, so I'm not going to go into it today. But in maintenance, it's so hard, and I was very, very rigid with my meal plan, losing weight. However, I then went on to decide I was going to try 3 square meals a day. But I am a sugar addict. I'm a sweet chocolate and crisp addict. I don't mind telling you because it's the truth. So then what I decided was that I was going to eat less throughout the week so I could have some sweets of a weekend. Well, what's happened with that is I've just allowed myself to eat what I want, and I did go on a bit of a bender with the sweets and the chocolates and the crisps, and I mean a bit of a bender, like stuff on my face, which is fine. My whole ambition is to be able to look at food in a different light and not to have the issues that I do have with it, which is I just want to eat all the time. So far so good. It actually seems to be working for me. I just ate loads and loads of sweet chocolates, not so much biscuits. I'm not really a biscuit person, although I do put a biscuit in my pudding last night, but that was one that I got from the coffee shop that I didn't eat when I was drinking my cup of tea. Just took them home and I thought, well, I'll crumble a bit of that on top because then it'll be nice and crunchy, and it was, and I'll show you. But I feel that because I allowed myself to eat what I wanted for them few days, I've sort of got it out my system now. Next week I might be saying something the same again. I don't know. I'm like, is it organic? I go like that, but I'm always honest. So that is that in there. So what I'll do is I'll give that a stir. Like that. You don't have to do anything great with it. It'll sort itself out when it's in the fridge. I just use this Greek yogurt pot because it's easy to use. If you wanted to use, one of these, feel free, but I don't. And then I'll put that on there, and then that'll go in the fridge till tonight. And I'll show you how I decorate it with these, and these. I didn't put any of them on last night, and you'll see this in a bit. One of these like little biscuits that they give you in the coffee shop that are handmade, little shortbread butter biscuits. But yeah, so far so good. It seems to be working for me, which I'm happy about. But as I say, next week, I think because I denied myself for that long, that when I went into the shop, I wanted everything. Well, boy, did I buy everything that I wanted, and boy, did I eat it. Currently, I'm about 9 stone 3. I got to target 8 stone. I'm quite happy in the weight that I am now. I can't show you my outfit because the sun's still shining through. Hold on. I'm going to have to do another video. I'm doing this one. It's only going to be a short, and well, not a short, 60 seconds, a short one. And then I'm going to do me stuffing me butternut squash, and then I'll show you this outfit and tell you the reason why I've got it on, which is it's not revealing because you can't see anything, but it's one of them all-in-one things, and I wore it last Christmas. I didn't wear it out. I bought it, put it on when I got to 9 stone last Christmas because it was made up. I got to 9 stone, do you know what I mean? I know at 8 stone I'm too thin, do you know? Last Christmas I had boobs because I had implants, but they've gone now. And I felt fabulous in it, and I just put it on today and I thought, wonder what it feels like to put it on being like 9 stone 3. And do you know what? I feel fabulous in it. So yeah, I mean, it sucks you in, don't get me wrong, but if you've watched my videos, you know that I've had an issue with putting that stone back on. So much so that I've not wore outfits that I wanted to wear because I think I've got this spare tire here, which I have, do you know what I mean? But I've embraced that now, and I've put this on this morning and I feel fabulous in it, and I'm going to do a little video, and once that sun's gone, I'm going to do a full body of me in it, do you know what I mean? Which some people might say, bloody hell, look at her, 55, and she's just standing, I don't care. this is my journey, and I hope to empower and help people to be able to love their own body. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lady called Rianne who's on TikTok who, you know, she says exactly the same, and I really like her. She's 58. But we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time, aren't we? So you won't see in this video. You have to come back for the next one if you want to. But yeah, that's me overnight oats for breakfast. You can add anything to that, like, as I say. But I'm going to do the next bit of this video is going to be how I have it for a pudding at night. Anyway, hope that makes sense. If you've not watched me before, go back and have a look at me, because I do things all else about face, but the intention is clear. It's to help us all along on a journey to feel good about ourselves, love ourselves, take care of ourselves, look after ourselves, and be kind to ourselves, because that's what it's all about. Do you know what I mean? Making sure that our time spent here is a good time, do you know what I mean? And that we all live with each other and hold each other close, even if we only know each other from the YouTube channel. Anyway, bye. That's my little pudding. And that on the top, when Sis and I went for coffee today, they give you little homemade biscuits. They're only tiny. Can you see the comparison? But I was going to leave them, and then I said to our Karen, no, I'll take them and I'll crumble one on me pudding tonight. So that's what I did. Quite chuffed with myself. I'm very chuffed with myself. Do you know what I mean? Instead of eating them on the coffee, because I wasn't going to have them. But instead of denying myself, I thought, put them on my little pud after. So Karen didn't eat hers as well. So there's 4 there. They're little butter shortbreads, all homemade by the cafe. Apparently the lads, Karen did tell me his name, but I forgot him. She goes in there all the time, our Karen, so she knows them. But his mum makes them all, and the cakes are to die for. But yeah, I thought, you can still have it, Janine. But yeah, so there's my little pud. I'm proud of me pud. So by now you should have seen the end result of the one to have it of a night if you want it for a little tea time or supper treat. And, you know, maybe there is a little bit of an unhealthy part about it where it's got the chocolates and the sugar-free sweets in. But as Kirsten, my friend, would say, her mum used to say, a little bit of what you fancy does you good. And as Angela would say, everything in moderation. Anyway, take care of yourself, look after yourself, be kind to yourself, and always love yourself, and give yourself a big hug. Bye.